Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection In Space Black Ranger. Power Rangers In Space was absolutely one of my favorite seasons. Admittedly, not completely because it followed pretty closely to the source material of Mega Ranger, but also the fact that they took that base provided by Mega Ranger, added some new characters, and really still made it engaging. I just thought that was really masterfully done, and absolute standout of the series. Not only that, but it had the best theme, in my opinion, certainly in the entire series. Like, it's really good. I listen to that one on loop pretty regularly. So without further ado, let's get into looking at this figure. So yeah, let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, we don't get too much new here, but honestly, that's a good thing, because I thought they absolutely nailed Andros, and Carlos is no exception here. Like, they stuck to the formula and it works. Super basic suit, so there's not too much to really deviate from. One thing to keep an eye out for if you do see these in the wild, and something I've noticed online but I lucked out with, was with the helmet. Occasionally I think they do the paint in two halves, so I've seen some slight deviation from the left to right. I happen to luck out, and again, just flawlessly done. So seriously commendable by the person who painted this. Really well done. They do, honestly, the people who hand paint these do not get enough credit. I know there's a lot of talk about the inconsistencies in paint and stuff like that, but I mean, honestly, again, most of this is done by hand, occasionally with stencils and tampos and stuff like that, but I mean, a person is doing this, so seriously, kudos to them. Beyond that, super straight actually on the chest, so everything's aligned and looking really good. The belt looks super clean. Yeah, other than that, I mean, there's nothing on the boots or gloves, and again, helmet's clean, so really more than I could ask for. So again, just really good looking figure. Hopefully they keep this up with the rest of this team. When it comes to accessories, Hasbro absolutely killed it for In Space Black. And starting off, we get the staff, which is really well done. I mean, not a lot of paint needed, but it's all black, and there's some silver paint just where it needs to be, so it looks fantastic. And they got the proportions of it right as well, which is pretty cool. It's not going to focus, of course, but you get the idea. Then moving on, we get one of my favorite effects pieces. I love the color of this thing. It just pops right on the shelf. This really stands out. This is my second favorite effects piece so far, next to the one we got with the Lost Galaxy Red, the fire effect. So this one's awesome. There's a couple of holes in it, one right there and one right there, which you can't see, A, because it's not focusing, and B, because of the way the plastic is. And all you do is you open this up and you put one side of the little half moon thing here, so you come through there, and they got this other hole, and you come through here. Of course this isn't going to work. I'm trying to do it on camera. Oh, there we go. And there you go. That looks boss as hell, if you ask me. So really cool effects piece. Then of course we get the blaster. Looks awesome. Paint's really well done. You even get the gold and the silver. You get the little red accent. Just looks really good. Again, kudos Hasbro for including all of those. Then we get probably my favorite spare hands. So we get two gripping hands out of the box, as we do with most of the Rangers. Then we get a left fist, which we've gotten with a lot of the Rangers, just your standard punching fist. And then you get the really cool martial arts kind of hold on a second hand. I love this thing. That just makes so many dynamic poses. I love this. So, and of course it can be used with any other Rangers that happen to have white gloves, so that's cool as well. And then finally we get the likeness of Carlos, aka actor Roger Velasco, and just really been killing it lately. Hasbro has with the likenesses here. So really well done. Civilian head, I mean, I don't use them, but I definitely appreciate them really putting some respect there. So well done on the accessories. regarding articulation. If you are familiar at all with the Lightning Collection, you really know what you're getting here, but in the event that you are not, of course, we are going to break that down from top to bottom as we always do. So, bring them to a more neutral position. For the head, we get some okay down. Yeah, head comes right off. And we get some decent up, and not really any tilt with this helmet shape. We can go all the way around because that is a ball hinge. We can come just past the T-point with the arm. We get our bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which bring us to respectable, almost fold in half. Then we get our swivel and hinge on the wrists. All the hands come with vertical hinges, none of them have vertical. We get our butterfly joints, of course, which give us that awesome range. Then we get our ball joint in the diaphragm, so we get all the way around that way. We have our ab crunch, which will bring us that far forward, that far back. And hips, because this is the original male buck, we don't really get our full splits, but still respectable. We get our thigh cut, double jointed knees, so we can fold pretty much in half. Then we get our boot cut, and we get good point. Not really any up, it's kind of there, it's minuscule. And then of course those insane pivots in the ankles. And that's it for articulation. Jumping right into some size comparisons, here he is with the rest of the in-space team that we have so far, as well as Psycho Black and Astronema. Here he is with some other random Hasbro stuff. Here he is with some Storm collectibles and some SH Figuarts. Here he is with various monsters. And finally, here he is with an Articulated Icons Oni and yours truly as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection in Space Black Ranger. It's another banger from the Lightning Collection. I mean, I've got to be honest, my opinion on these tends to be pretty level. I mean, like the purpose of reviews really is just kind of show off the differences if there are any, and just the finer points like articulation. So like I'm an avid collector of this line and I definitely love it. So any solid release I'm going to enjoy. So absolutely, if you're a fan of Power Rangers in Space, if you collect the Lightning Collection, any of that, like definitely pick this up. I found this one in store, even though I did have it pre-ordered through Big Bad Toy Store. But in the description, I will be putting the link to Big Bad Toy Store, probably Entertainment Earth, and another store or two, just so you have options for where to find this figure. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, if you found it informative, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing. And beyond that, if you want to take the next step in supporting my channel, I greatly appreciate it. I will have ways to do that in the description as well. One of those being merch, which I am definitely going to be designing more shirts, and those will all be up on my Threadless shop. So yeah, thank you again. I hope you have a fine evening and a fine week, and I guess I hope I will see you in the next video. So remember to take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.